Alright guys, a new update on Bitcoin, and today we'll talk about the on-chain metrics, very interesting, from Willy Woo. While Bitcoin is actually still going sideways, I would say that on the one-day chart, it's actually around the area of the lower Bollinger Band. We actually tested it once, second time, third time, and it's so far from the triangle support line right now that it's very unlikely, in my opinion, that we'll break the lower band of Bollinger Bands and go straight to this support and break even that one. So I would say that even if we'll go lower, then probably not that much. And also notice the squeeze of the Bollinger Bands right here. Pretty much the same as we had every time before the major move. Well, we'll see where it will go. By the way, if we'll also switch to the weekly time frame, then we will see that we also had the test of the baseline on the Bollinger Bands and had a pullback above it once again, so it's also quite of a bullish sign. But okay, let's talk about some on-chain data. And this one is VWAP ratio. It stands for volume weighted average price. It's kind of opposite to MVRV ratio. So this determines the average price investors have paid to enter their investment. And the developers, Willy Woo, and people who work with him, they used on-chain volume weighting on these metrics. Therefore, it's obviously different from the standard technical analysis using the on-chain data, right? So very interesting chart here. So here you see, well, the lines which are close to the price are the VWAP metrics itself, and the oscillating lines are the ratio to the price. So first of all, of course, there are a lot of moving averages around here. I will just look at the raw one and the one moving average, particular one, 128 days. So first of all, you can see that the raw metrics itself is kind of defining where the market is at a certain point of time. Let's say if the price is below this metrics, then we have a bear market, even the bottom accumulation. And when the price goes above it, you will actually notice that after crossing this metrics, the price went pretty much parabolic, and the fastest and the biggest growth happened just after that. Moreover, this 128 days moving average is also an indicator of the local lows on the bull market and local highs on the bear market. And for example, in this area, you would see that as soon as the price crossed this 128 days moving average in March 2019, we had the major rise after the accumulation phase. So right now we actually had the touch of this moving average by price over here when it was $9,600 or $9,500, and we are still above this moving average. So technically, as soon as we are still continuing to be in the bull market, like will not go to $1,000, for example, in the nearest future, then it means that we should stay above this moving average, will not have even the drop below $9,000 probably, or it will be very, very fast. Of course, guys, this is just statistics, so don't sell your kidneys and buy bitcoins because of that. But from the technical analysis perspective, this is really, really strong. And now I will just point out a couple of things regarding the ratio to the price, right? So this matrix divided by the price, you'll see that the raw non-smooth version is a kind of a better representation of the price highs and lows. For example, you see this low and this low, they are pretty much in the same area. And how about the highs? The all-time high at $20,000 around here, it's almost the same place, almost the same level as the high over here and the previous high over here. So technically, when we will go to the new all-time high, we may expect this matrix somehow be in this area. And now, if you will also look at the smooth version, then you would see that, for example, lows are even better. Highs, well, little bit off, but also very close. And finally, what you can also get is on the smooth version, 128 days, you will see that how nicely it shows actually the local lows again on the bull market, for example. And here, let me zoom it in like that, so you can see that in principle all the lows are pretty much at the same level, very, very little off, up or down. And right now, again, this point was somewhat around this area. So you see, I'll just leave the cursor over here. And moreover, this level is a kind of a borderline between the bull and bear market. You see, in the bear period over here, we were always below this line. So as soon as we went above it, this is a bull market, right? And now we're above it. We are kind of approached this level once again. And this is actually the level equal to 1. So you can get the underlying meaning of that based on-chain metrics similar to SOPR from Renata Shirakashi. So what I want to say is, I think this is a very strong sign that we will not go lower unless we are heading to the very long and bloody new bear market. And in other words, we probably will continue going sideways for some time, but then eventually we will see the new rise. I'm pretty bullish, guys. Don't quote me on that. Just my personal opinion, not a financial advice, yada yada yada. But if you'll scroll back with like 10-20 videos which I was making during this correction, all of the major indicators, all of the logical conclusions based on TA are telling us that we are just in a correction which will over soon and will go to the new rise. Alright, let's see how this will play out. And so far that is it for today. I hope that it was useful. Thank you for watching.